You know, we see ads absolutely everywhere. They're on our phones, they're on the street, they're in our favorite shows. But have you ever stopped to wonder if they're more than just, well, background noise? What if advertising is actually a powerful engine for growth and, believe it or not, for good? Hey everyone, and welcome to the Flow Tao Salon. Today, we are going to peel back the curtain on the world of advertising and really look at its surprisingly positive side. I mean, let's really think about it. Beyond just trying to sell us something, what is the true value of an ad? Does it actually contribute anything meaningful to our world? Well, lucky for us, a fascinating new report from the research institute iResearch, which was just conducted this year in 2024, set out to answer that exact question. They dug deep into the positive value of advertising, and we're going to walk through their findings together today. So let's dive right in. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the sheer scale of this industry. And I mean, it's not just big, it's a genuine economic powerhouse. To put a number on it, just in 2024, China's advertising industry pulled in a staggering 1.55 trillion yuan in revenue. That is an absolutely enormous figure. It really shows you just how essential this industry has become to the national economy. And listen, this isn't some flash in the pan. As you can see from the data, we're looking at a consistent, steady trend of strong growth year after year. This isn't just a number. It's a reliable engine pumping activity and value directly into the country's GDP. So you might be asking, where is all this growth coming from? Well, the answer is a massive, seismic shift over to digital. I mean, look at this. In just a few short years, internet advertising has exploded, going from just over half the market to completely dominating it with over 86%. The takeaway here is crystal clear. Digital isn't just a piece of the pie anymore. It is the pie. All right, so we've seen the big picture. Now let's zoom in a bit. How are actual businesses, the advertisers themselves, playing this game? What does their playbook look like? This is where things get really practical, especially if you're in business. The data shows a direct, powerful link between what companies spend on ads and what they get back in revenue. For every 100 million won spent on advertising, the auto sector saw a revenue bump of 7.05 billion won. For home appliances, 4.56 billion. This shows it's not an expense, it's a high-return investment, plain and simple. And it's not just about throwing money at the problem and hoping for the best. As this quote from a marketing head in the auto industry shows, it's become a really sophisticated strategy. They're using different platforms for different jobs. Short videos to grab attention and build awareness, and then more focused niche media to actually close the deal. It's a smart, multi-layered approach. Okay, so ads drive the economy, and they definitely work for businesses. But what about us, the people actually seeing these ads? Let's take a look at how all of this connects back to our own experiences. I want you to think for a second about the last ad you really, truly remembered. What was it about it that cut through all the noise? Was it the product, the celebrity, or was it something else entirely? Well, the survey data is pretty clear on this. The number one thing that makes an ad stick, for over half of us, is an emotional connection. And right behind that, creative artistic design. This tells us something huge. The best ads aren't just selling us a thing, they're telling a story, they're making us feel something. And guess what? Those feelings translate directly into action. A whopping 75.4% of people said they actually increased their spending after seeing ads. That's incredible. It's solid proof that ads don't just get our attention, they actually open our wallets and stimulate the economy from the ground up. And check this out. Here's this amazing bridge between our physical and digital lives. You see a cool billboard on your way to work, right? Well, the data shows that 2/3 of us will later pull out our phones and search for that exact product. The customer journey isn't just in one place anymore. It's this seamless flow from offline discovery to online exploration. All right, let's zoom out one last time. Because beyond the world of commerce and consumer behavior, advertising is creating these incredible ripple effects all across our society. As the industry gets smarter with technology, especially with AI, it's not just changing how ads get made. It's creating entirely new jobs. Roles like AI prompt engineer or AI tools product manager, these didn't even exist a few years ago. So the industry is becoming this source of new high-tech careers. And this growth isn't just for the big cities. Ad platforms have become this crucial lifeline for small and rural businesses. They give them the traffic to get seen, the tech to compete, access to a whole ecosystem, and the data to make smart moves. It's really helping to level the economic playing field. And finally, let's not forget, not all ads are about selling stuff. Public service advertising uses the very same powerful tools, creative storytelling, to promote positive social values, from celebrating cultural heritage to encouraging all of us to be better citizens. It's advertising as a force for social good. Okay, wow, that was a lot to take in, I know. So after digging through all this data from the iResearch report, what are the most important things to remember? Let's break it down into 3 key takeaways. Okay, number 1, advertising is a massive economic engine. It's not just some sideshow, its steady growth directly fuels our national GDP. And its rapid shift to digital, that's basically a mirror reflecting the digital transformation of our entire economy. Takeaway number 2, for any business out there, advertising isn't just another cost on a spreadsheet. It is a strategic investment that, when done right, drives real, tangible revenue growth. It's about smart, multi-channel strategy that pays off. And finally, number 3, and this one is for all of us. The ads that really truly work are the ones that connect with us on a human level. They use emotion and creativity to directly shape how we discover new things, how we decide what to buy, and ultimately, how we all participate in the economy. So, at the end of the day, the evidence is pretty clear. Advertising is a powerful, powerful force for growth. And that leaves us with one big question to think about. Now that we see its power, how can we, all of us, help make sure it's used to build a better, more innovative, and more inclusive economy for everyone? Thanks for joining me today.